Hi there, Peter Gorton here again, and I'm going to show you a quick and easy fish dish. So let's crack on. In this pan, I've just sautéed off now a little bit of leek. Instead of onion, a bit of leek for a change. To that, I am going to add a couple of tablespoons of white wine. Now you don't want to have very expensive white wine, just a sort of £5-6 quid bottle of wine will be fine. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to reduce that down, and I really want to reduce that by half. And the reason for reducing it down is to get rid of the harshness of the alcohol, but leaves the flavour there, so that's good. So we'll let that, while that's reducing, I'm just going to tell you about the second part of the recipe. What I've got here is I've got some vegetables. Now you can use any vegetables you like, but you want to cut them fairly fine. What I've done is I've used a peeler and I've done ribbons of carrot, I've done a bit of leek, and I've got some red pepper there. I've sautéed that for about a minute, that's all. Then I've allowed it to cool and I put it back in the dish like that. So, what I'm going to do, take a piece of paper like this, bakewell paper. I'm going to take a nice little handful of that and I'm going to put that in the middle. So if you come down here with me and have a look. There you go, look at that, absolutely delicious. I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper over there, like that, a bit of salt. Now, you can play around with this recipe, and if you wanted this to be an Asian version, you can put Asian vegetables. Then I'm going to put on top of there my Gilthead Bream, like so. A little bit more salt, but obviously not too much, and a bit of pepper. Then I'm going to put a tiny bit over the top of olive oil. And that is pretty much that done. I'm then going to take this and I'm going to seal it up like a little parcel. And then I'm going to put that onto a tray. So that goes onto my baking tray. And you basically want to just wrap it under like that. So wrap it up, tuck it all under. So you've got your little parcel. Now that is going to go in the oven in a minute. There you are, parcel done. You don't have to be too fancy with it. That will now go into the oven at 180 degrees for about 10 minutes. Here we go. Job's a good one. Right, back to my sauce. Now this is reduced by half, so if I bring this to show you, and you can have a look at that. And there you go. I'm going to put that back on the heat now. And then I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of grain mustard. Now grain mustard works very well with fish, especially fish like monkfish or whiting and Gilthead Bream. It's delicious. Okay, let that reduce a bit more. Now, while that's cooking, I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients for the sauce. Some double cream. About 4 tablespoons, so about a tablespoon per person, because I will be doing this recipe for 4 people. Now, if you don't want to use cream, you can use coconut milk, or you can use a bit of both. I'm putting a tiny bit of coconut milk in there as well, because I like that, and a bit of lemon juice. Now, I'll put the cling film over the lemon to stop the pips from falling out, and I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of that. That cuts the richness of the cream. I'm going to add some tomato concasse or tomato dice, and we'll put some of that in like so. Give it a stir, and then I'm going to chop some herbs. Now if you follow me back here, and you'll see the herbs. You can use any herbs you like. I'm using coriander because I really like coriander, but it's entirely up to you what you use. Cooking is about what you prefer and your preferences. So as long as you follow the basic guidelines, you can have a bit of fun. And as I say, add any herbs. If you wanted chili in this, you can put chili in the sauce. Done. It's this simple. Then into there and stir well. Now I'm going to show you this because this is absolutely, look at that sauce. Come and have a look at that. Look. That is delicious. Now, very important when you cook is to taste your food, because you want to see if you add some more salt or you want to add some more cream. Let's have a taste. Oh, That is yummy. So, recap. All that is leek sautéed, white wine, cream. We got some grain mustard in there. We got some tomato dice in there, and we got some fresh herbs. In this case, we're using coriander. I'm going to push that to the side, and in a bit, I will show you when the fish is ready how to plate this dish. Okay, the fish has been cooking for 10 minutes, so it should be ready now. I'll just check it. Open up your oven. Let's have a look. Now, it might need longer depending on your oven, but 180 for 10 minutes should be perfect. Yes, look at that, delicious. Right, let's plate the dish up. Warm your sauce, center your plate, put some sauce, a couple of tablespoons, then get your spoon, do the chefy bit where you push it out like that, and that is delicious. Then I'm going to take my fish, I'm going to take the whole lot and scoop it off in one. There we have it, and then I normally serve this with the potatoes. Potatoes are your choice, nice new potatoes would be delicious. Right, let's just recap. So what we have is Gilthead Bream with sautéed ribbon vegetables, baked in the oven with a wonderful cream, grain mustard and tomato sauce. And all that remains is for me to try it, just to make sure it tastes right and all the balances are there. Oh, that is delicious. The mustard and that Gilthead Bream tastes wonderful. Anyway, stay safe and happy cooking, and I'll see you soon.